और सरसों असतं.
Sir, your voice is not audible. I'm not sure for me it's audible.
Are you able to hear me now? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir.
so let me share my screen. Let me open our workspace. Let's go to the list. Yeah. So come here. If you want to create a list in Python, there has two ways. One is like you can create a variable and assign the value with these braces. Another one is like you can create an object for the list class. Okay, both are gives me what a list only. Now in the list class, how many members are there? How we can find it? dir of list. Then the time you can find all the members of a class. Okay. Now there has these many methods. There has so many members are there. One of the member is like an append. Okay. How we can use this append? Whenever you call append with some value, that value added as like a last indexed element or not. So by seeing this one, what you can understand? Okay, 3 points you can give. If you want to represent multiple values in a single variable, then you can go with the list. In the list, it supports different kinds of elements. In Python, anyway, there is no type for the variable values. Okay, no type for the variables, but here it supports for what? Okay, different values. It's like a heterogeneous or not. The next one, if you observe, the original list able to change it. In the past, there has three elements are there. Now I appended one more, the original array. Okay, that means original list able to change it. Once you create a list, if it is allow you to do the changes, then that type it is which kind of nature? It's like a mutable nature or not. So that my string is like having mutable nature. Okay. Now, if you come here, these things here. If you want to create a string, you can create a string like this. Another way also there, you can create an object for the string class. Both are gives me what the same output or not. Same like this, if you want to create a list also, same like this, you can create a list. Okay. If you want to create a list with some elements, we can do like this. If you want to create a list with some elements by creating an object for the list class, you can do like this. Okay, now if you observe here, it's converted into list. Okay, such in how it is converted into list, it's like a string. It is converted like what each and every character is like one element. Like this, it's converted by default. Okay, if you want any iterable object converted into list, you can pass that value as a parameter to my list or not. That is next one. If you want to retrieve the data from the list, one is like by using index we can retrieve it. Another one is like by using slicing mechanism. If the index is like out of bounds, then the term list index out of range error you can get it. Okay, by using slicing also you can get the list elements. The next one is like if you want to find the length of a list, len of b, you can find the length of the list. If you want to retrieve the data from the list, there has one more way is like by using for. Okay, by using for also you can retrieve the data. So index slicing by using looping. Okay, up to here we discussed. The next one is what append method we discussed, right? Okay, append method we discussed that. Okay, so the next method is what? The next method is what? Clear. What is this clear method? Okay, you can create a list. My val 1 or a equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3, 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, you created a list. Okay. Now, whenever you create a list, it is like a list object assigned to my A. So my A holds a list object. Whenever you holds a list object, okay, that means whenever you have a list object, you can call the members of your list class or not. You can call the members of your what? List class. Okay, which member is there? Copy is there. Copy. There or not there? There. If it is not there, whatever you can get it. Okay, copy one is not okay, not an attribute of list object or not. There's no attribute copy one in the list object. Like this you can get the error. Like this you can get the error. Okay, a dot copy. Okay, the next one is like if it is like a function you can okay copy or clear. Okay, you can go with whatever you want. Okay, let's go with the copy. Copy also there, right? Copy also one of the method or not? One of the method. Now, before go with the copy, just I want to discuss one thing. Okay, is my copy method discussed or not discussed last time? No, no? Okay, perfect. Now see, I have yeah, I have one list here. A equals to 1, 2, 3 only. This is my list. I have one list. I have one more statement B equals to A. One more statement B equals to A. If I do some operations on my B of 1 is equals to 200. B of 1 equals to 200. Now, B 1 index, what is the value? 2. That is replaced with 200. So that my B value is like what? 1, 203. 1, 200. Okay, done. Now tell me, my question is this value affected on my A or not? Is this value affected on my A or not? Is this value affected on my A or not? Hmm? Is this value affected on my A or not? If I write A, then the time you can get the output is like 1, 203. Internally, what happened, whenever you create a list A equals to 1, 2, 3, how it is working? A equals to 1, 2, 3, then the type, it is a variable. Whenever you create a variable, it allocates some memory, okay, and place your value. What is the value? This is the value or not? Yes or no? Place this value. So that value is like 1, 1, 2, 3 placed, and refer that memory with what? And refer that memory with what? With A. And refer that memory with A. Yes or no? Refer that memory with A. Okay, na? Okay. What is the next level? What is the next one? Okay, B equals to where B equals to A. Where B equals to A. Whenever you assigned A to this variable B, okay. Now, internal what happened? A object, list object already created. This is my A list object. It is not again create a new list object. Whatever the list object is there, that is only referred with B also. Okay, whenever you assign existing list value to B, it is not create a new list. It is like what already existing list only assigned to B. Now, if you observe A, B, two, okay, A and B, okay, here is like JavaScript, right? Leave it. A and B both are like pointing to the same location or not. If you do any change with A, the changes happened in this location, the same location pointing to B also, so that my B also affected. If you do any change with B, the same location, the same object pointing with A also, so my A also affected or not? Yes or no? That's the reason. If I do something like this, A of 2 equals to 300, then what happened? A second position you change it like 200. If you observe this one, my B also change it like what? 1, 200 and 300. Okay, why? Because here no new list objects gets creating. Okay, the existing list object only assigned to another variable or not. Okay, everyone? But now my requirement is what, I don't want, okay, if I made any change, that should not affect on another variable. I don't want to affect another variable. Another variable. If I do the change in the B, A affected, A, B affected. I don't want like that. Come on. Tell me how we can. Okay, very simple. Don't worry. See this. I have a list. C 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay, I have a list C 1, comma 2, comma 3. Again, I'm going to write here. Now I have a list C equals to 1, comma 2, comma 3. Now, what happened? It allocates the memory. In that memory, it places one value 1, comma 2, comma 3. That memory pointing with the variable name is this one. Okay, now? Now, if I do like this only, D equals to C, then what happened? It is not create a new list again, the same list object assigned to D or not. I don't want like that. I don't want like that. Leave it. Now, our requirement is what? If you do some change in the A, B should not affect. If you do some change in the B, A should not affect. In that case, you can create a cloned list object from the C. I want the same content only, but the location should different. So what I'm going to do is I want to create, okay, D equals to C is a list object. We have a method called as a copy. We have a method called as a copy. Now just whatever my C has, okay, the same content only copied into my D. Now C value is this one and D value is this one. But the difference is what? In the past, you directly assign the C, but now you use it like a copy method or not. But now you use it like a copy method. Whenever you use it like a copy method, what happened? It is going to create a new space. It is going to create what? A new space with the same content. What is my content? The C has 1, comma 2, comma 3. It creates a new space with the same content and it is pointing with what? D. Okay, it's a kind of cloned object, you can say. Whenever it creates a new space, if I do any change with in the C, that is affected on the D or not affected, obviously it's not affected or not. Now if you come here, you can do some change like this. C of okay 1 equals to 20. If you do some change, C value is this one and D value is this one, it is not affected. D of 2 equals to D of 2 equals to 200. If you come here, C value is this one and D value is this one, it's not affected or not. So by using the copy method, what we can do means you can create the same content list object within the different memory location or not. It's a kind of cloned object, cloned list object you can create. Cloned means same content but different location, different memory, okay, different address. So if you do like this, it is affected. If you create a cloned object, it is not affected. That is the difference. Understood, everyone? All are okay? Agreed out? All are agreed? Able to hear me now? Is my voice is okay?
Sir.
Am I audible?
Audible.
Yes, sir.
No. So come here. The next one is what? Okay, by using copy, you can get the cloned object. Okay, perfect. Now this is my C. Okay, we have one more method called as a clear. CLER. Clear is there or not there? Check it. Yes, it's a member inside the list class. It is which type? Function type. If it is a function type, what we can do? You can call it. If I call, okay, now there is no error, nothing. Okay, now you can see my C. Okay, it's like what? Cleared or not? Okay, is it possible to pass some parameters? Can you check it? What is my D value? D is this one. D dot clear is a member, Okay, it's a function. You can call by passing some parameters. For example, okay, randomly something like this, you can pass it. Whenever you pass, see, list clear take no arguments 3 given. That means my list clear method will not take any parameters. It is used for what? To clear the existing list or not. Now, if you observe my D value, see my D, this is my D. Okay, D dot clear. Now, if you come here, now see this, not D value, how it is looks like. This is my D value. One. Okay, so clear method is used for clear all the elements of my list. Clear all the elements of my list. Make it like empty, that's it. Okay, if you want to make the list is like an empty, then you can go with the clear. Okay, copy, count. Can I go with the count? What is this count? I have a list. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma, okay, 2 comma 3 comma 2 2 2, like this. I have a list of elements. Okay, now I have a list of elements. Okay. So this is my A. This is my A. The next one is like what? A dot count. If you click on this one, okay, it's a function. It is a function. If it is a function, you can call it. It's a function means it's a method. You can call it list count to take exactly one argument, 0 given. That means exactly one argument it's going to take. Okay, if I write like this, that argument type is what? Any type. Okay, accepted. If I write something like this, okay, it is accepted or not accepted, accepted. If I write something like this, accepted. Okay, now by seeing this mode, you can understand in the list, this particular element, how many times it's repeated. Okay, that count it returns or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now if you come here, 5, okay, 5, how many times repeated? 0 times it's repeated or not. So that by using the count, you can count the value, how many times it is inside the list. Okay, how many times it is like, okay, how many times added in the list. If you want to find, then you can go with the count. Okay, dir of, okay, list class. dir of list class. Okay, done. Now the next method is what? Extend is the method. Okay, first of all, extend type is what? How we can check it? How we can check it? Come on. How we can check it? Okay, this is my A. This is my list. Okay, A dot extend. A dot extend. It is there or not there? A list object has no attribute extend, but the attribute is not extend. It is like extend. Now, if you come here, yes, it is there. Now, if I write like this, if I call, if it is like a function, list extend take one argument 0 given. So I added like a 10. Whenever I added like a 10, integer object is not iterable. Iterable means that particular value should contains multiple elements. Iterable objects, what string is iterable object? List, set, tuple, range, these all are like iterable objects or not? So integer should not be, it should be iterable object. Now if I add like a Sachin, now if you come here, now if you see my A, now there is no error, nothing. Now see, in this particular one, Sachin is there. If you iterate 3 plus 3, 6 elements are there. Those 6 elements added in the, okay, last index or not? It is extended, okay, with this value or not? Agreed. Okay, I have one list. I have one more list also there. Just I want to add this list into this one like this. My B equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and my C equals to, okay, C equals to 4 comma 5 comma 6. I just want to add this list into this list. So how we can? B dot extend of C, then that what happened? My B gets okay, appended with this C value or not. If you observe the C, it's not affected. My C is like normal value only. Understood? Okay. Una? Okay then. The next one is what? What is the next one? dir of list. Dir of list. Now the next one is like index. What is this index? Okay, this is my A value. Okay, index. A dot index is what? It is what? A dot index. It is a method. Take how many parameters? Can you check it? Take how many parameters? Index expected at least one argument, got 0. Minimum one argument. Maximum how many? Okay, just you can write like this. You can come to know how many are like maximum. See, index expect at most 3 arguments, got 6. Now tell me, my index take maximum 3, minimum how many? My index take maximum 3, minimum 1 or not? Yes or no? Okay, now I'm going to add like, okay, first, okay, 5, for example. Okay, now I can add like this also. Okay, some string, if I add the first parameter, then what happens? See, okay, SS is not in the list. SS is not in the list. SS value not in the list. Okay, now if I add H here, if I add H here, now if you observe here, okay, H there or not there? Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. H there or not there? Come on, H there or not there? Okay, H is there. The index of H is what? The index of H is what? 11 or not? Okay, so it gives me, okay, index of that particular element. Okay, now the second parameter, I'm going to add something like this. So 3 is add, right? Yes, I added. Then that time what happened? Okay, slice indexes must be integers or have index method. That means the second parameter should be what? Should be what? Second parameter should be what? Second parameter should be what? Integer or not? So that just I added, he said like integer, right? I added like 12. Now if I run this one, okay, H is not in the list. Okay, if I added like 10, okay, then what happened? Okay, H is there, that is like 11. What it means? You are looking for H from 10th index or not? So that if I'm looking for H from here, H there or not there? Yes, there. If I write like a 12, okay, I'm looking for H from 12th index. That means from here. Okay, from here, if I looking for H from here, it gives me what? H is not in the list or not. It gives me an error like what? H is not in the list. Agree with me? All are okay? Okay. Okay, so that is the first parameter. The second parameter also, na. Okay, so can I write like 9? I'm looking for H from 9th. Now I'm going to add like okay 10. Okay, if I come here, okay, H is not in the list. Why? Because I'm looking for H start from 9 ends with the 10 here only. In this interval only I'm looking for H. For example, 7. I'm looking for H start from 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the difference is 3. So that this is my list. In this list, H there or not there? In this list, H there or not there? Not there. So that H is not in the list. If I extend to 12 or something, now if you come here, I'm looking for H 7, 5. 7, 5. Okay, 7, the difference is what? 7, 12, 5. So the start with 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From here, I want to take like 5 elements. So in this particular list of elements, S, S, E, H, I, N, H there or not there? Yes, there. So that you can get like 11. Figure out one. Okay. Now, if I write like, okay, 3. If I write like 3. If I write like 3. Now, if I run this one, okay, 3 is not in the list. Why? 7 to 12. From here to here, here to here, okay, 3 there or not there? Not there. That's the reason it gives me 3 is not in the list. This is the way index is going to work. Okay, na? Tell me something about index. Index is the method inside the list class. It's take minimum 1 parameter, maximum 3 parameters. Okay, first parameter is like a search item. Okay, if it is there, it gives me the index of that particular element. Second one is like starting from where you want me to search this element. Okay, this one is what? Third element is like where you want me to end for searching. Okay, if you not mention second and third, then the time it is a search for that element in the entire list or not. Okay, na? About the index. Tell me about the index is okay or not. Okay. Okay. The next one is what? Insert. The next one is like insert. Let's go. This is my A value. A dot insert. First, I want to check this is which kind of a member. It is like a function only. So you can call it. Yes, I am able to call it. Insert expected 2 arguments got 0. Okay, he said like 2 arguments. Okay, the first argument is this one. The second argument is this one. Okay, now I got an idea. Expected 2 arguments got 0 means expected 2 only. Now, if you come here, string object can interpreted as like an integer, cannot be interpreted as an integer. Okay, that means my string object is not able to interpret it like an integer. So that this is also string, this is also string. Which one is like string? I don't know. So can I do one thing? Okay, just I added like okay here integer. Now there is no error, nothing. So the first one should be an integer or not. Now if I run my A, what happened? Now see this. A insert 7SS. If I write like this, in my 7th index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7. In my 7th index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In my 7th index, then what happened? In my 7th index, what happened? Come on, it is added like a SS or not. It is not replaced. Did you observe this one? This one is what? Previous list. And this one is like a new list. It's like replaced or not replaced. If you want to, you can check it. My length of A is what? My length of A 15. Now I'm going to write like A dot insert. Okay, 1. Okay, just I inserted with K. Now, if you run this one, no error, nothing. Length of A is now 16. 16. Why? Because it is not replaced. It is like added. In which position it's added? 1. Okay. So if you observe, 0th position is like 1. My 1 position I added like what? K. So in my 1 position added like K, remaining all elements like as usual or not? Yes or no? It is used for what? Insert an element in the particular index. It is not override. It is not override. Just insert it. Okay, it is not override the existing value or not. This is only the proof. Previous value 15. The new one is like what? 16 or not. Understood? Insert an element in the particular index without overriding. Okay. The next one. Pop. My A value is this one. This is my A value. A dot pop. Pop is which type? Is a function type. Can I write like this? Can I write like this? Okay, it is not take any parameter, that is working. Now you only tell that is working. Now if I write some parameter, for example 1 or something, okay, A dot pop, it is take how many parameters I want to confirm. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3 like that. Now if you come here, pop expected at most 1 argument, 3 given. That means my pop take how many parameters? Maximum 1 parameter only or not. What is that parameter? What is that parameter? Can I write like this? The parameter. Now if you observe here, object cannot be interpreted as integer. That means string object is not an integer, so it is expecting like an integer or not. Now if I write like 1, now it is like what? Integer only. Now if you come here, my A is this one. Now what you can understand, pop always okay, if it's take maximum 1 parameter, if you not pass any parameter, pop removes the last element of your list or not. So it is removes, you not pass anything, so that it removes n, that is only the return value. So if you observe this A, the last element removed or not, pop take maximum how many parameters? Maximum 1 parameter, that to integer only. If I pass 1, it is going to remove that particular 1 index. Which value is that? That is removed or not? If you observe that 1 index is like K, that is removed. Yes or no? Agreed? Yes or no? Pop for what purpose we use? To remove the element. Okay, if you not pass anything, it remove the element in the last index. If you pass the index, it remove that element from that particular index. The return value, did you observe? Any method or function call, whatever the value you can get it, that is the return value. Here the return value is what? Your removed value or not, your removed element or not. Pop always returns me the removed element. Understood? Got my point? If I write like this, okay, pop index out of range. Okay, to remove 2 index is not there, so that you can get the error like this. Okay. Okay, then remaining methods, how many are pending? One is like remove, reverse, sort. We'll see in next session, and we can start with tuple. Thank you guys.